Wrestling fans, this singles contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Prime Cut, Nick Cutler.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Is there a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Then he comes out with a Ninja Turtle hoodie.
So what you're saying is you're jealous of me. I'm embarrassed.
And his opponent, he is the sure sign of a good time, Pauly Thomaselli.
Oh, Pauly Thomaselli grabs the mic.
And that's why I'm gonna kick the crap out of this guy tonight. You guys want that? Yeah? You want that tonight? You guys gotta don't worry about it.
No, go home. If you're ashamed of being a wrestler, get the hell up. That was so disrespectful. To me, to every wrestler. Are you ashamed of being a wrestler? Are you kidding me?
Pauly Thomaselli was about to be jumped at the bell, but Pauly Thomaselli with the strong style. Impressive, hard-hitting offense has got Cutler on the defensive already.
Even ashamed to be a wrestler, why doesn't he pack his bags and go home? Even you can admit that. He's so
Pauly Thomaselli, one of the most respected professional wrestlers in this entire country, bar none, and he is not particularly happy about the fact that one man has gone on multiple websites, including Facebook, and has denounced the fact that Pauly Thomaselli is even in his league because he simply isn't part of a contest to be a part of another organization. I don't know if Cutler even knows that Pauly Thomaselli was in TNA, but that's besides the fact. Pauly Thomaselli, a champion in multiple organizations, but specifically here in Fusion Wrestling, he has yet to prove himself. And when you're a newcomer in an organization, you want to establish yourself right away, and you need to accumulate victories in numbers. And I think Pauly Thomaselli wants the Fusion Heavyweight Championship on the line, but how is he going to get it unless he gets through each and every one of his opponents, including Nick Cutler here tonight? Again, Thomaselli muscles him down with a strong, hard, vicious clothesline, and he's going to make that hand a permanent part of the body of Cutler at this rate.
One thing I can say is I'm glad I'm over here doing commentary, not in the ring right now.
Well, Thomaselli likes to teach people lessons, and he does it in the ring, on the internet, in person, backstage, and he feels as though he has not been treated justly, and that it's for these reasons, among others, and he feels that Cutler is everything that's wrong with the wrestling business. And I disagree to a fault. I don't think he really knows what Cutler's all about.
You know, just because Cutler tore him a new one online does not give him a right to call him what he called it. That is disrespectful to a fellow wrestler.
Okay, hear
me
me
out. To be
out.
ashamed of being a professional wrestler disrespects everybody in the back, Deron and myself.
Okay, well, they're anti-egos of one another, all right? I mean, the two of them have big mouths. They have things to say. They are both very, very strong-willed individuals that will not take no for an answer. And if they have an opinion to share, they're going to let it be known.
Shut up, okay? You know what? You're always making excuses. You're one chocolate chip short of a chocolate chip cookie, and I'm sick and tired of hearing you talk. Call the match and stop talking. Stop talking, stop making excuses. No, he just pretty much took a crap on the business, took a crap on me, took a crap on Matt Vine, and took a crap on everybody in the back.
Well, when you're talking about Nick Cutler, he loves himself. There's no argument there. He's very strong and intense, has a tendency to pick apart his opponents, and has a very thorough game plan. He is always mentally one step ahead of his opponent, and when he insults his opponents, bullies them, and puts them in dangerous positions, I mean, you have to almost say to yourself, you know, this is the kind of guy, Nick Cutler, that you would want to see get their butt handed to them on a silver platter. Why? I mean, essentially.
Why?
Why? Because he works hard.
Because he wants to win?
Yeah, he thrives on competition.
Well, people want to shut him up.
Because he wants to be
Because he's got a big mouth.
Well, you need a mouth to get places.
So true. I agree with you. 100%. I agree with you.
Well, all right, well, from a business standpoint, when you have...
If you want to talk from a business standpoint, you need to go no further than Deron Bank.
Oh, Pele kick upside down, and he hit him right on the shoulder blade. That was effective in taking down Cutler momentarily.
Business standpoint.
Yeah, from a business standpoint, the fans definitely listen to the words that all these men have to say, and that is one of the catalysts that brings them out to see these shows. They want to see hard-hitting action for sure, but when these men continue to berate one another with words, in person, online, it just fuels the fire, and that controversy creates cash in more ways than one. So I don't see what the nature of the argument is the issue. I think we want to find out for sure who is the best between these two. And back and forth they go, forearm shot against forearm shot. Who is going to bend and who is going to break? Cutler barely standing. Thomaselli has been firing back with every shot. Man, he's going to turn his head and neck purple and blue in no time flat. Thomaselli whips Cutler to the far side. Clothesline, back elbow. Thomaselli has an opportunity here. Leg lariat. We're talking about a versatile performer. From chain wrestling to ground and pound to striking and to high flying. He can do it all. Look at that! Standing, running, shooting star press on a 2 count there. There's one thing you guys are probably unaware about Thomaselli. When he wins his matches, he does it impressively each and every time, and he wants to hit the death blow, and he wants to do it his way, and if he picks him up for this and drops him with his knees smashed against the spine, I don't think Cutler's got to have a way out. Cutler scouts it well, and there it is.
Looks like you talk too soon. Do you ever get tired of talking?
That's what I want to know.
Thomaselli could not avoid that takedown as he got plunged right on his face.
I guess that's enough.
With a Cutler check.
Cutler check?
All right, anyways, Cutler might be going for the Cutler clutch here.
Oh, the Cutler clutch. Oh, the Cutler clothesline.
Cutler body slam?
Yeah.
Cutler frog splash? I mean, who writes your material? I mean, seriously.
You must be a real estate agent or something.
Okay, anyways, wrestling to Pauly Thomaselli. I mean, he says he's a little bit ashamed, but the fact is, he's here for a reason. He knows that he wants to win, and he's got a competitive nature and a fire within to defeat. My goodness, that tomahawk chop was vicious. Double underhook, chicken wing, and he dropped the knees. His knees just plastered right into the pectoral. How did he kick out of that? That was amazing.
That surprised even me.
Yeah.
He elevated him, torqued his body around, twisted him in knots, dropped him with his knees, caps right into the pectoral muscle, and now he's signaling for the end. Could this be a fisherman buster? Cutler trying to push off, trying to reverse the position. An uppercut. Thomaselli backs off. He tries for a swinging right hand with that hook. Oh, watch out. He hit him there. The Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Now he's got him down, but he can't seem to cover his shoulders, and Pauly Tomaselli pops the right shoulder up just before the count of 3.
That was so close.
If Cutler's legs were longer, do you think that if he covered his shoulders that he would have had a better opportunity of pinning him at that particular point?
Real funny. You want to make short jokes?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
D, you are kind of short. But at the same time, I can see where you're coming from.
I'm 6 foot. How tall are you?
If you're 6 foot, then I'm 6'5".
See, you got jokes. Call the action.
Well, then I would be 6'12", 6'11". All right, so anyways, all right, here we go. Oh, my back elbow right there to the ribs. And now he might be trying for that spinning fisherman buster as he dropped him on his head one time. He still holds the position as he elevates him. And again with the brain buster suplex. He finished him with that move. That is what you call impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your